Hi, my name is Chip Kidd. I am a graphic designer. I have been working at Alfred A. Knopf, which is part of Penguin Random House, for over 32 years. Most of my graphic design is for book covers. My overall goal is to present something to the reader so that when they look at it, they think, wow, I have to read that book. Probably one of the most well-known designs that I created is the image of the dinosaur that's on the Jurassic Park logo, which started as the image on the book cover. I read the story and, I was totally blown away by it because it was such an ingenious idea. Scientists figure out how to find living dinosaur DNA frozen in amber of prehistoric mosquitoes. What I wanted to do was sort of like plant the seed in the viewer's mind of what the dinosaur was going to look like, but it's not there yet. There had to be a sense of danger or menace, but that also very much adhered to actual science, because that's the illusion that's provided in this book, is that, wow, this is really possible. I went to the Museum of Natural History and just looked at all the dinosaur skeletons. And then I bought a book in the gift shop. All it had in it were the skeletons. I blew it up and put a piece of tracing paper on it because this was pre-computer. I started to just sort of what we call free associate drawing on it with an ink pen. And so I think I was sort of trying to make it look somewhere between being a skeleton and becoming an actual living animal. The book came out, we knew it was going to be a hit. Steven Spielberg bought it to make the movie, and my phone rang one day, and it was somebody from the legal team at Universal Pictures, and I picked up the phone, and they said, we're thinking about buying the rights to this image in case we want to use it for the movie. And it was amazing on many different levels. First of all, somebody goes into the Jurassic Park gift shop in the movie, and there is the logo just everywhere. Now, the lettering they used was different, completely different. But what really surprised me was that they didn't alter the drawing. I think because it is this kind of perfect convergence of this symbol attached to this story that people love. I feel very fortunate. It's that that doesn't happen too often. I'm also a huge Peanuts fan. Charles Schulz, whose creations were Charlie Brown and Snoopy and Lucy and Linus. I did actually produce a good-sized coffee table book called Only What's Necessary, and this was going to be a big summing up of his entire life's work. And I was able to coin the term Only What's Necessary. He could convey a lot with very little, and the idea of if you start to take things away, at what point do you have just enough to get your point across? Icons usually are about simplicity. They're usually about distilling the essence of something down to its what we would call most essential parts. And going back to the Peanuts characters, they're iconographic because of that. Like Snoopy isn't really a drawing of a dog. It's a drawing of an idea of a dog. And in that sense, he was a brilliant designer as well as cartoonist and storyteller. How far could I go to reduce Charlie Brown's features and still have him be recognizable? And it came down to just his eyes, nose, mouth, and lines around the eyes. And there's no typography on it. It's just this image. But being able to do that cover that way and get everybody to agree was really pretty amazing. My advice for aspiring graphic designers is learn as much about the history of graphic design as you can. You have to practice, 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 practice. And if you're doing it right, you're never going to stop learning.